Today's birthday energy is for January 2nd. These are not predictions, these are just patterns. We're going to talk a little bit about love, career, and a little bit of astrology when it comes to people born on January 2nd. So, January 2nd, the birth of the intuitive leader. What a solid title already to begin with. So, people on January 2nd, their biggest challenge is overcoming feelings of isolation and loneliness. Oh my gosh. If I don't feel that sometimes, I don't know. I feel the same way, and I know some others do as well, but I'm sure this birthday has specific reasons as to why it feels this way. So the way forward is to go beyond your dark moods, recreate yourself, and achieve a goal that involves the help and healing of others. What a beautiful sentiment. What a really great way to eliminate the loneliness. Find something that's not only going to help you, but help others. And in turn, you're going to be creating a community. You're going to be forming strong connections and bonds. And that is 100% going to help eliminate that loneliness, that feeling of being lonely. I love that. What a really great way to help with that. I love it. So, a little bit about their love life. So January 2nd people know that love holds mystery and magic. They want to be carried away by passion, but it also scares them, meaning that they can come across as indecisive and uncommitted. Once in a relationship, they can be passionate lovers, but their generous and loyal nature can mean that they stay for too long in relationships that are not going anywhere. What they need is someone who shares their sensitivity, their goals, and their strong sense of purpose. I love that. That's another really important and intuitive thing to look for when you're looking for a partner. Not only for our January 2nd folk, but for anyone in general. These are really great tips and things to definitely look for. But because you're born on January 2nd, these things matter more to you than a lot of other people as well. So it's definitely something you want to focus on, hone in on, ask the right questions, be curious about your partner, and don't be afraid to shed and let go of relationships that don't feed that part of you, that don't cater to that soul of yours, because you will feel trapped and you'll feel lonely in something that you're not alone in. So as far as careers, they are born teachers and healers. So the highly intuitive nature of these people makes them natural teachers, social workers, and healers. They can also do well in public relations or as managers of others, which is great. Being a leader, a role model, someone somebody else can fall back on, and you are able to teach them and guide them in whatever way possible. And that feeds your soul, which is a beautiful thing. We need people like that as well. Their desire for reflection and love of people watching mean that, especially later in life, they have a talent for writing or journalism. On the other hand, they may also choose careers such as photography, music, comedy, or the theater to express their uniqueness. All awesome things. I think nowadays, especially, people have learned how to sort of do multiple things, something that sort of feeds your soul and feeds your pocket. So I think that kind of talks a lot about what you like, what you would like to do. Maybe those are your hobbies. You're probably somebody who likes to enjoy, the arts of some form, whatever it is that really feeds your own soul, whether you like to participate in it, whether you like to create it, whether you like to even just see it. That's something that's going to keep feeding your soul and give you that drive, that love, that passion that you love and desire and seek. And I love that. That's definitely something that helps like crazy. So on the dark side, you are moody, antisocial, and indecisive. So again, not completely negative, but definitely something to keep an eye on and have a good understanding for yourself so that that way you can decide how to balance it and how to kind of navigate through life with these qualities. It's not terrible to be a little antisocial. Maybe, you keep your circle pretty small. Moody, yeah, we don't love the word moody, but it has a lot to do with emotions and things like that. So it could just be that you're very intuitive to the outside and you really absorb that. You're more of a thermometer than a thermostat. And then at your best, you're sensitive, spiritual, and intuitive. See, I was right on track. Sometimes those things end up going hand in hand. So a little bit of moodiness ends up coming out to intuitiveness, and it's definitely looked at differently depending on who you're around and what energy they've sort of pulled out of you. We'll say it that way. They pulled out of you. So it's something to be aware of. But I think that's a beautiful thing. You are a Capricorn, as you know. Your birth date ruler is the moon, which is the intuitive. And your lucky days are Saturday and Monday, especially when these days fall on 2 and 3 of the month. Yeah, so there is a lot about you guys that are really amazing. Definitely big leaders, guide teachers. You love to show others and help them, and that feeds your soul, which is a beautiful thing. So although they're reserved by nature, January 2nd people possess an uncanny knack of being in the right place at the right time. This gives them an excellent opportunities for success. If they believe in themselves, they can go all the way to the top. I love that. So keep pushing yourself, keep loving yourself, keep doing the things that feed you, keep guiding others, allowing others to lean on you with respect, with boundaries, of course. But you're going to go far and you're going to do amazing things because you're able to trust your gut and be in the right place at the right time. And I will leave you with the power thought: I deserve the best in life. This is totally awesome. So please, if you guys know anybody who's January 2nd, make sure you comment them down below, or send them off this video just so they can have some really good perspective about who they are and just an understanding that they're not alone as well. And I will be back again tomorrow with January 3rd. So follow me if you'd like to have a little tidbit of your birthday and if it's coming up soon. I'll be doing them every single day for every single birthday. And I hope you guys tune in. Bye.